Hi everyone, welcome to my workshop on COVID-19 and global street art. I'm Holley Ledbetter and I'm thrilled to talk to you today about the street art emerging across the world in response to COVID-19. In this workshop, I'll ask you to consider the various functions of street art during a global pandemic. One quick thing before we begin. If you don't have a notebook and something to write with, pause the video now and grab these items. Trust me, you're going to want to take notes. Before we jump into the fascinating examples of street art I've pulled, let's take care of some of the basics. You might be wondering, what even is street art? Well, in short, it's art in the street. But a more thorough definition that you might find helpful is that street art is a popular kind of unauthorized visual art created in public areas for the purpose of public consumption. In other words, street art is art created in ways and places that ensure it will be seen by large numbers of the population. In the images I'll show you momentarily, don't be alarmed when you notice lots of random people in the frame. There's a real human element to street art. What I hope you'll notice as I begin to share some of the street art emerging from the outbreak of COVID-19 is that artists are producing these images with a purpose. And not all forms of COVID-19 street art function the same way. Some work to raise awareness, some function as a social critique, while still others seek to criticize a particular government regime. And some examples, which happen to be my favorite, act as beacons of hope. One last thing. You won't find any text on my slides, and this is intentional. I don't want you to get distracted. I'll talk us through a few images, and I'll be sure to tell you where each image comes from and what's being portrayed. So don't panic when you notice there's no text on the slides. Feel free to jot down any notes that come to mind. All right, here we go. We're going to start in India. This example of street art is from the streets of Mumbai. Here we can see a traditional Buddha figure painted on a wall, but with the added detail of a face mask. We are confronted with a popular national symbol, the Buddha, that's been updated with a mask to fit the contemporary moment of COVID-19. Similarly, in Barcelona, a street artist has reproduced an image of Leonardo's Mona Lisa, but this time with a face mask. This is a great example of street artists harnessing important cultural heritage and rethinking them in light of COVID-19 to raise awareness of the public health crisis. Moving to Berlin, Germany, we find a striking image of Gollum from the Lord of the Rings series, fit with a German inscription that reads, "My precious," which is Gollum's tagline in the series. In this image, though, Gollum doesn't hold a ring, but a roll of toilet paper. This example of street art seemingly offers a social critique of hoarding during a pandemic. Many street artists have used toilet paper as a focal point, like the LA-based street artist Hijack. This image, which might be a nod to the American popular movie franchise Ghostbusters, depicts two figures equipped with weapons of toilet paper, disinfectant spray, and hand sanitizer. At once, this image pokes fun at the craze of hoarding toilet paper, but also serves to remind folks to take care to clean the surfaces around them. In Copenhagen, Denmark, street artists are taking another approach altogether. Here we have an image of Donald Trump as the COVID-19 virus structure, titled Kofife-19 as a jab, referencing Trump's infamous Kofife tweet from 2017. This image visually equates Trump to the virus, no doubt poking fun at the US president. A similar image where political figures are attacked is found in Idlib, Syria. In this image, Bashar al-Assad, the Syrian president, is presented as the COVID-19 virus structure again. What I love about this image, as compared to its Trumpian counterpart, is that the artist provides a useful inscription for folks passing. The Arabic inscription warns people to wash their hands, wear a protective mask, and cook their food carefully. While making fun at the sitting president, this example of street art fulfills a didactic function. It's meant to teach. Similarly, in Dakar, Senegal, artists have taken to the streets to share tips on staying healthy. Images of people practicing recommended hygiene regimens has the potential to help keep people safe, especially in places in the world where literacy rates are low. Now, the text here says wear a face mask for protection, but you could see that with this woman wearing the mask herself. Finally, street artists are creating murals across the globe that champion healthcare professionals and other essential workers, acknowledging that they are on the front lines of the outbreak and thanking them for their service. This example from the UK depicts the initials of the National Health Service, where the S in the NHS is the well-known and easily recognized emblem for Superman. So I'm going to stop here so you can continue to explore the additional examples of street art I've shared on our workshop website. I hope you've noticed the various ways that artists are using public art to inform, to critique, and to offer hope during the time of global crisis. I've posted a series of tasks on our website, more images to view and discuss, short readings to skim, essential questions to answer, and a charge to produce your own creative response to COVID-19. What will you create?